Hello and welcome to round 2 of March 2026 Curator's Cube facing off against HSquid, who I just beat in the standard tournament. HSquid is on Esper Blink, featuring lots of good things to blink like Advance of the Sainted March, Cloud of Consciousness, Dawnward Minister, Frog of Eternal Gloom, even the difficult to cast Smirk, and then ways to blink it like In Search of Peace and um, Auroric Savior. I guess mainly those two. But aside from all the blink stuff, there's just good Esper things, acceptable mana. I think I'm gonna have to be the aggressor in this matchup. This hand looks excellent. Well, excellent, let's say, but turn 2 Sprite Dragon, turn 3 Ragtag Squad, got a Race from Existence. There's definitely some removal in my opponent's deck, but I think I definitely have to keep this. Just looking for more spells, more action. Play Island and pass. Murky Path and pass. Okay, don't really need more lands, particularly. Play Frostfire Geysers, Sprite Dragon, instance I have to worry about. 3 mana counter, Event Horizon, 2 mana counter, Unravel Thought. So some 3 mana counters. Riverside View, there are 2-drop here. Oh, Silo, that's not really kind of unfortunate. I mean, they're not doing much. Here's a Discern. Probably just fire off this Discern to see if I find something better to do than Ragtag Squad. Makes sense, otherwise I'm just casting it. Discern. Agent of Deception. I think I should probably just play Ragtag Squad here rather than leave up Agent of Deception. Decent chance Agent of Deception will miss here. They could play a non-creature spell. They could play a 2-mana creature. Both of those quite conceivable. So, Island, Ragtag, 2 spells in graveyard for a Race from Existence. This one is a Crocodile. And this one is a Archer. Attack for 1. Yeah, I'm kind of in payoff waiting room. I'm not really dealing with damage to them until I find another payoff. This looks like they're leaving up a 3-mana counter, which I know they have 2 of. And my entire hand is instants, so no particular reason to do anything into their mana. Just attack for 2. Play Mountain. Yeah, I could like run out Opt and see if I draw into something relevant, but there's no particular need to do that right now. I could want a Race from Existence. Well, is there anything I could opt into that I would want to play? Not really if I'm leaving up this mana. Sorry, a little sniffly. They crack for swamp. Come on, show me 4-mana creature. Nope. Well, now I will opt. Look at my top card. Mountain. Don't need Mountain. Oof. Okay. A little unfortunate. I'm going to flashback this to Discern, I guess. Gets me further away from a Race from Existence, but I'll do it. Draw Silverarm Spellblade. Okay. Research grants a fine draw here. Let's begin by attacking for 2. Having like either a Farah's Judgment or Unravel Thoughts here seems quite likely. So I want to play my land first so I don't have more cards in hand than them. And then I probably want to just run out Silverarm Spellblade and I guess, like, which one do I want to be the bait spell? Silver Arm or Research Grant? Maybe Research Grant. I'd probably rather that get countered than Spellblade. Um, yeah, if I run a Research Grant and it doesn't get countered, maybe I just leave up Agent of Deception. Run a Research Grant, maybe it gets countered. If it doesn't, I get to leave up Agent. I can also run out Spellblade first. That's definitely going to draw the counter. I think I run out Research Grant first, see if I can bait that out and get Spellblade in. And just let that happen, okay. No, I'm adding counters. Look at the top 3 cards of my library. Look at my top 3. I guess I'll take the one that does something. Other 2 to graveyard. Okay, now I do kind of want to cast my second spell, the Silver Arm Spellblade, just for the Research Grant double spell value. Then Cryo Phoenix can flip this. Flipping this seems like a good use of my time. If they counter Spellblade, I'm kind of fine with that. I could also pass. I have Agent Deception X equals 2 now. I think I'm going to go for it. This is very dangerous to them. I assume if they have the counterspell, they're going to use it here. Oh, they let it happen. Okay. They do have Dreamfall in their deck. They have, where is it? Yeah, Dreamfall. Destroy all creatures. And also the Sinking of Alantim, although that's less good here. Okay, I've already played a land this turn. Pass turn. They're going to Event Horizon my Research Grant. That's fine by me. That's a 2-for-1. But this looks like them playing a sweeper here. Dreamfall? Archon of Condemnation. Okay. Wow, wish I left up that Agent of Deception, I guess. Upkeep, lose 1 life to that. Terminal. Yeah, that's a fine use of my time. Terminal's going to cost me 4 mana, so I can leave up 2 mana for Erase or Agent of Deception. I could also just erase the Confined to Eternity immediately, which would let me draw a card off of this Spellblade. Bouncing the token means it goes away forever. If it gets me the card back, I think it's worth doing. Yeah, I think that's a good use of my time. Terminal, the Archon. Not getting the full value on Erase, it has decent value anyways. It gets me a card back. I can't. I can't actually move this thing. There we go. Attack for 5. Draw a card. It's an island. Okay. Well, already played a land this turn, so pass turn. Gonna keep this island in hand so I can discard it to Cryo Phoenix. What do they have now? Solemn Simulacrum. It's not that dangerous to me. And they play Dawnward Minister. Okay, Okay, they've clogged up the ground. I'm going to start dealing a lot of damage with Silver Arm Spellblade and Cryo Phoenix now. Draw Water Glass Duelist. Okay, interesting. I probably want to discard Agent Deception and Island to this Cryo Phoenix, so I want to also discard Duelist. Probably not. The decent follow-up play can start making my board go wide. I'm going to be discarding a card to Spellblade as well. I guess I discard to Spellblade first. No, I see more cards if I discard to Cryo Phoenix first. I guess I could see two good cards. Then I can always discard Duelist. Yeah, okay, so going to play Cryo Phoenix. Do I want to discard Duelist? It's possible. Duelist is just like less important to me than a lot of the other things I could get at this point. My battles. I'm going to get another Rummage. I think I just discard two. Play it safe. Oh, it's two lands. Okay. Spellblade. Discards Skyline. Draw card. Frostworm. Excellent draw. Well, let's attack for 5. Whoops. I forgot. I thought it was Rummage. Sure. Whoops. Okay. Sorry. I do that, then I draw the card for the Frostworm, which I'm just going to play right now. Wait a minute. Dreamfall is a card that exists. Do I... I don't think they had Dreamfall last turn. Do I hold Frostworm? It gives me Lethal as the thing. I think it's worth it to give me Lethal. I still have Duelist in case they have Dreamfall. It's really got to be Dreamfall or nothing at this point, I think, for them. I have 4 cards and 7 mana, so could have something powerful, but they don't have a ton of ways of dealing with what I'm doing here. It's lethal on board, so they got to come up with something. In Search of Peace. Oh, but they can blink, I guess, Dawnward Minister, try to stay alive. It's only permanents they own. They could blink Seal Away, I guess, give me back a different creature. Yeah, it's probably what it's got to be. They're going to try to blink Seal Away to exile my Spellblade. Wait, no, it comes back at end step, so that's not going to help. Studies in Cognitive Motion. That's quite a nice card. I guess I'll cast this. I'll cast this for 4 mana. See if I draw anything relevant. I get Frostworm trigger off that. Yeah. Do they have anything to say about this? Okay, Frostworm trigger. Mill unshackles the Deceiver, not an instant or sorcery. Okay, now I'm going to Scry Tooth and draw 3 cards. Ooh, Overrule Orders. That seems pretty good. Angler's cheap. How much is Angler? Is Angler down to... Angler costs 5 less, so it's a 2 mana play right now. Gonna discard my land to Silverarm Spellblade. This is tap with Unravel Thoughts. I do have more cards in hand than them. I guess I could have prevented them from that by playing a spell before this. Okay, this keeps them alive a turn. This, I guess they could bounce a permanent. Okay, they're going to blink their Solemn. They're going to pay the ward and bounce my Frostworm. Sure. Frostworm is bounced. Board is tapped. Solemn is under search of peace. Decision. Do I want to play an Angler of the Crushing Sea? Or do I want to just run out, or do I want to just hold up Overrule orders? I think I want to play the Angler. Yeah. They could easily like leave up instants, do things that aren't good against Overrule orders. So just play 2 mana Angler. Opponent says yikes. That's a good sign. I like it when my opponent says yikes. They're going to ramp with Solemn Simulacrum. They certainly have a lot of mana here. Oh, I forgot this targets a player. I'm going to mill myself. Ooh, I would have liked to draw any of those cards. But this game is in any case not coming down to milling. I forgot Angler has an enter trigger. I think I might have cast Angler last game and forgotten it has an enter trigger. Advance, that gets some chump blockers. It's 3 counter. Not that this is likely to come up. They got another spell to cast this turn. Dreamfall and Search of Peace is actually a cool synergy. I didn't really think about that before. They still kind of need Dreamfall to not die in like 2 turns. Hoarding Chulebre. Nice. It's got flying. Gonna draw them a card. Okay. They play Imgara, Caster of Shadows. Okay, they might be coming back into this. Silverarm Spellblade, I guess, still kills them pretty quickly. Five blockers. A Waterglass Duelist, I guess, can eventually start tapping down their blockers. That can help a lot. Draw Cursory Glance. Which counterspell do I discard to the Spellblade? Because neither of them hit Dreamfall. Unravel's already gone, so Yeah, Overrule Orders has more targets. So Silverarm Spellblade, discard Cursory Glance, attack you for 3, draw a card, Island. If I have 7 mana, I can play everything, so I should do that. Land, Frostworm. Yeah, They clearly don't have Dreamfall now. If they drew Dreamfall there, I think that's probably GG. But I gotta play to my outs. Nothing relevant in my graveyard. Angara makes tapped token, so it's not a relevant blocker this turn. I just realized that I should actually be making one of my ragtags into an elemental because Waterglass does care about elementals. I forgot about that. So I could have 2/2s here. Whoops! That completely escaped me. They are currently dead on board, but of course any spell does things for them. Okay, they're going to draw a card. Take down their only flying blocker. But they're probably going to blink this, I think is what's happening. Take my 6, obviously not chumping. Hope they give me a target for this Overrule Orders. I would like to get my Frostworm and Waterglass triggers. I don't think I want them to have Feast of Whispered Knives. Mill a card. Mountain. Okay. Frostworm is now a 3/3. Play Auroric Savior. Okay, it's doing a lot of value for sure. It's another flying blocker. We're going to get to gain 2 off Dawnward. Oh, they're going to put the seal away down so they can get it back. Makes sense. That's going to take my Silver Arm. Yeah, I think not making these into elementals may have been the thing that lost me this game. Of course, if I draw something that does something, okay, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 blockers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 attackers. Lantern Light Assailant. I can tap 1 blocker with Waterglass Duelist. Yeah, not if these were elementals, I think I might have it with flyers, but not here. I guess they have 2 flying blockers. I have 3 flying attackers. I can tap down 1 of their flyers. I can get him for 3. Don't have anything that I can do out of my graveyard. Not here. Yeah. No other thing. No, your elementals. Yeah, it's really just not making these elementals. It's gonna lose me the game here. Bummer. Well, I guess I cast it for sure. I just hope they don't draw well for a bit. But they have most of their lands in play, and any spell does something. So not high hopes here. Ooh, very close game. I'm gonna use Imgara. Yep. Exile my terminal impact. Makes sense. If I drew a spell there, maybe I would have had a chance, but okay. Yep, I'm gonna take my 9. That's gonna be GG. Okay. Ugh. I completely forgot. Do I have any other things that care about creature types in my deck? No, I should just be naming Elemental with Ragtag Squad. Ugh. That's really unfortunate way to lose a game. Yeah, I think I want Cascade Chandler in this matchup. Seems quite good. What's the cut then? I do want to be more aggressive. So like Talented Blacksmith might come in too. Maybe that's better than Cascade Chandler. And then what comes out? Maybe Agent of Deception. He's just like, I'm not going to be able to leave up that mana. Maybe Studies in Cognitive Motion. Maybe no, Cryo Phoenix is important. Hmm. Interesting choices. Maybe Overrule Orders. No, it's probably Agent of Deception out. And is Talented Blacksmith better than the Cascade Chandler? It might be. I think it's just more reliable in this deck. Okay. Let's see what we're working with. Okay, strong hand. Very strong hand. Gonna hope that the Sprite Dragon lives. If it doesn't, I'm gonna get this Angler not too late. Question is, do I turn 1 Discern? I think I'd prefer not to. Get the Sprite Dragon trigger off of it. They're keeping 5. That's certainly good for me. I only Discern now if I do it, but I think I'd rather not. Ooh, Unshackle the Deceiver. Oh, that really makes me wish I Discerned on my last turn. Bummer. Still playing Sprite Dragon for sure. End turn. Do they got the seal away? They have the Dawnward Minister. That's fine by me. I think this is Ragtag into Discern. I do want to chant this Angler at some point, but there's just not a convenient time for it. But, getting in for the 4 this turn is nice. Unshackle can come down later as my card draw. Anger will have its chance someday later. Let's do Discern first. Misty Peak, that's fine by me. Ragtag Squad. Now I will make some elementals because I remember that's a thing that matters. Okay, attacking for 4 on turn 3. That's not a bad start. They're just gonna block. Okay, that reduces their ability to. It means they might have Dreamfall if they're preserving their life total like that. But it doesn't give them fewer things to blink later, which is nice. They're passing, leaving up all their mana. So this is the counter spells. Well, I'm not doing much if I'm not casting Sunshackle the Deceiver, so I'm just going to cast it and get it countered. Unshackle the Deceiver? Oh, they know it's going to resolve. Okay. Oh. Frog! This is Frog. Okay. That makes sense. Okay, this bounces my Sprite Dragon. But because I have this token, I still get to attack with Unshackle the Deceiver. Get back this Ragtag Squad. I expect I'm going to want all my mana next turn, so I'm actually going to play this Rousing Path this turn. So I have to return Ragtag Squad, draw a card, mode 3. Yep, I'm going to play this, going to go to second main, play Rousing Path. Next turn I can play Sprite Dragon, attack with it, double Ragtag Squad post-combat. It's not a bad use of my time. Ooh, Cloud of Consciousness. Okay. They don't have great blockers for my Berserker, at least. They're going to put Sprite Dragon. I discard Sprite Dragon and draw a card. Sure. It's an island. Man, this elemental is doing the work. Absolutely. Ooh, Unravel Thoughts. I think I'm definitely copying Ragtag Squad with Unshackle the Deceiver. What else am I doing with my life? I got 3 mana to play with. I could leave up Unravel Thoughts. That's a reasonable use of my time. Or I could play a 2-drop, like a Water Glass Duelist, and then chant onto the Ragtag Squad with Angler. Then I'll also get double mill with that. Water Glass probably better. 2/2/1s better than Talented Blacksmith here. But I can just attack first, right? None of the stuff has haste. Attacks because I have an attack trigger. Draw. Mode 1 and 3 have been chosen. Overrule orders. Okay, so I'm gonna play this island. So yeah, I've decided I'm gonna play this Ragtag Squad. Do I want to leave up a counterspell like an Unravel Thoughts or an Overrule Orders, or do I want to develop another threat? I think I want to develop a threat here. I have lots of cards in hand. I should be trying to present threats that my opponent has to deal with. And Waterless Duelist is very good since I'm going to have a bunch of elementals soon. Water Glass? Ragtag. It's a lot of triggers. Okay. Bunch of things happen. I get a 2/1 elemental. I get more tokens. They're all elementals. I mill myself for 6. 4, 5, 6. It's a lot of lands. Angler can be cast from exile. There's 4 spells in graveyard, so this costs 3. Okay. And I still have 4 cards in hand. So in case they deal with this, I got more stuff coming. I also got a Firebolt from my graveyard at some point. I kind of need the sweeper right now. If I'm given how big my board is. I guess dealing with Water Glass solves a lot of the problem. Feast. Ooh, not able to kill Water Glass this turn. And I get to leave up Unravel Sots now, which I'm definitely going to be leaving up. Not attacking with Water Glass, I'll attack with everything else. Unshackle, see what happens. Sounds like a plan. Haven't played a land yet this turn. Okay, before I draw, they might have Unravel Sots to tap down my board. So, oh no, they just let it happen. I draw a card, this goes away. Ooh, Froststorm. They take their 8 down to 6. These die. I'm definitely leaving up this Unravel Sot. Which means I have 3 mana. I could play a Frostworm if I wanted. Yeah, they could play a bunch of ground blockers, so playing Frostworm makes sense. There's not that much they can do to me if I have Unravel Sot. Yeah, this is what happens when they mull to 5. Their 5 didn't even look that spectacular. Just Feast with Her Knives, no value. Obviously going to be pretty rough. Certainly have lands. Ooh, what's this? That's just bounce draw? I could counter that? I still have lethal. Oh, that's going to give them Feast Trigger. I don't want to give them Feast Trigger. Unravel, your Unravel. Okay. On the draw this time? Maybe I want to take out one of the counter spells on the draw, put in just Agent of Deception, maybe even just Truth Cleaver. Maybe it is time for Cascade Chandler now. I think I prefer it like this. Okay, gonna be on the draw. Let's see what we can get done. This is 1 land. This is a mulligan. Okay, Lantern Light Assailant. Talented Black. Okay, we got a curve. We got a curve. Looks good. Keep 6. Probably put back Studies. I had to guess. This Lantern Light Assailant's not going to do anything for a while, but it's a 1-drop. 1-drop is valuable. I'll find something that does. Knock on wood. Okay, Skyline. Lantern Light, go. Primal Fisher. And the play is Feast. Ooh. Feast is certainly scary. Island, not exactly what I was looking for. Play it. Play Talented Blacksmith. Make a... Right, this token is attached. Yeah, a lot depends on whether or not they can trigger Feast of Whispered Knives this turn. If they can, and they can kill my Blacksmith, that's a real kind of catastrophe for me. If they can't, we're still very much in this. Land? What are they looking at? Like Dawnward Minister here is a catastrophe. Okay, it's just Archon as 3-mana removal spell? That's not that bad, and I can certainly deal with Confined to Eternity at some point. Sure, yep. And now I still got this glyph? Sure. Untap, upkeep, lose a life, draw. Okay, this is more lands than I want for sure. I'm going to play this Unshackle Deceiver just for card draw. Yep. Shackle. And I'm going to take the return into Sorcery because I don't even have any of those yet. And copy's more important. Attack. Draw. Oh, God. Okay. If I draw an instant or sorcery, maybe we're still in this, but that was, I mean, yeah, if we keep our hand and draw like 4 lands in a row, like these are the 3 spells I started with, so my 4 draws have been lands, so that's not great. Okay, Angelic Aperture rather. Come on, give me something. Do I crack Glyph at this point? Whoa, tapping differently. I think that's a reasonable idea. Crack Glyph. Yeah. Crack Glyph, right. Take 1. Look at my top 1. Island, okay, I'm glad I cracked Glyph. Move to bottom. Draw Cash Thrasher, that's not very useful here. Oh, this is rough. I could play... do I want to just throw away Lanternlight Assailant to draw off Unshackle, hopefully find a spell that does something? I think I have to. Cash Thrasher just does not do anything at this point. I gotta get something going. Lanternlight's not doing anything. I'd rather have a card in hand than Lanternlight. Draw a card. Okay, Opt is something. I guess I cast Opt here just to get Surveil triggers. Yeah, there's no reason not to. Opt. Also could theoretically draw into like Firebolts, and then I could kill it with the +1/+0. Okay, Surveil first. Okay, Surveil, Scry, draw, Scry, draw. I do have to stack these triggers, technically. Look at my top card. Island, Graveyard. Now I Scry. Temple to bottom. Draw. Cursory Glance, okay. Look at my top card. Frostworm. Yeah, I guess I do keep that. Sure, I draw that. Yeah, it's got a damage marked on it. So do I just run out the Cash Rusher here? Or do I leave up Cursory Glance? Definitely play Mountain. So if I leave up Cursory Glance, that gives me, outs to them playing something really dangerous like an In Search of Peace. If I play Cash Thrasher, it means next turn I can go Frostworm plus Cursory Glance. I guess Cash Thrasher just does not do very much right now. So I'd rather have the Cursory Glance to prevent worst case scenarios. I guess I'd much rather leave it up next turn rather than this turn. It's possible I just have to accept that In Search of Peace is going to get me this game if that's what they got right now. It's certainly a card they could have here. What other things of would I'd want to counter Gate of Realms for sure. Cloud of Consciousness. Uh, not that many things, I guess, that I would want to hit with this cursory glance. It's mainly just In Search of Peace. That'd be like a real disaster. Although Cloud of Consciousness is also quite bad. Aperture into In Search of Peace is like a very reasonable sequence for them, is the thing. So it's quite a likely card for them to have. They don't have good way of triggering Feast of Whispered Knives. Also, another creature lets them traverse the aperture, which is also something I should be worried about. Is it literally just In Search of Peace I'm worried about? Kind of really. Like anything else, Covetous Frostworm plus Leave Up Curse against to protect the Frostworm is more important. If it's In Search of Peace, I just lose on the spot, though. Am I far enough behind where I can play around that? I think I can actually play around this. I'm in a reasonable position here. Maybe this is wrong, but I want to play around In Search of Peace here. Thinking of Alantin. Okay. Well, no, I guess it wouldn't have really mattered if I played Cash Thrasher because it would get bounced anyways. That's not actually that good for them because that's gonna bounce their Angel, which never comes back. They're gonna get, I guess, Scry 2 off this feast. They're gonna bounce my Blacksmith. Their Confined to Eternity. Oh, that Confined to Eternity is actually Arcan of Condemnation. So it does actually come back. Okay, yeah, I get that. Doesn't bounce on Shackle the Deceiver. They're not even attacking with Angel. Worried about haste threat here. Makes sense. They're going to get Feast of Whispered Knives trigger here. Yep, to scry. I'm going to lose 2. Okay, so now we're in a weird spot where I know they're going to return all non-land, non-enchantment permanents to their owner's hand. So that's Angel and Blacksmith and Confined to Eternity, which is Archon of Condemnation. So I could play like a Covetous Frostworm, but it doesn't do anything. I could play a Cash Thrasher, but it doesn't do anything except draw me a card off on Shackle. I guess it's just land go. Feels bad, but I think that's kind of the only option that makes any sense. Yeah, land go. They pick up the Archon of Condemnation, and the Angel goes away. They play Ice Point Bridge. In Search of Peace. Cursory glance it. Do they have counter backup? They do not. This could have been worse. Could have been a lot worse. Without In Search of Peace, their only blink way of blinking things as Auroric Savior, which does cut down on their shenanigans significantly. Cycle Rousing Path. Blistering Cryo Phoenix. Interesting. Silver Arm Spellblade? Okay. They're leaving at 3 mana, so there could be a counterspell here, so I want to play cheap spells. I'm going to have 6 mana. They're going to get Sinking of Alanted next turn. I just hope they haven't drawn anything big. I guess I could play 3... I can't play 3 2-drops. I got 2s and 3s, so it's 2 3-drops. Yeah. Spellblade plus Frostworm, I guess? The one I'd rather that they already know about the Frostworm? No, they don't. They don't know about either of them. So Frostworm first. And only every single one of my threats dies to Feast of Whispered Knives, but what can you do? Spellblade? Okay, they let both resolve. And it's me tapped out. Okay, they're going to get Sinking of Alantin. So they have a lot of mana. They're going to get to play all their cards. Cloud of Consciousness comes down. Okay, so the cards we drew off on Shackles are really keeping us in this. Phoenix goes to discard, and I draw a card. That's actually not that bad for you. Ooh, Erase from Existence. 2 off being on. They discard a Reconsider. Makes sense. I got 7 mana in play. They Event Horizon the Frostworm. Okay, sure. Plains Pass. Oh, they drew a card off of this. Ugh, right, I forgot about Feast of Whispered Knives. Well, it's finally done something. Unfortunate, but what can you do? Draw a Discern. Gonna be Cash Thrasher. Cash Thrasher, draw off on Shackle, see what happens. Got 2 attack triggers. Okay. Okay. Draw. Ragtag, that's really nice. And cash a card. Okay, I'm surviving. I'm doing things. That's for sure. Finally getting for some damage. Do I want to double Ragtag Squad or double Discern here? Probably double Squad. Plus Blacksmith. So I got nothing going on. Yeah, Ragtag Squad, Blacksmith. I could play this. I can't play this land right now. That's fine. Yeah, Ragtag Squad first. Copy this. Elemental is the type. Do I run into do I play Blacksmith, expose myself to potential sweeper here? It's just Dreamfall at this point, and they haven't played like they had it so far. I guess it's not true. They could have it. I think I need to start. I need to pressure them more. Okay, ball's in their court. I've fought through a lot of permanents now. A lot of cards. Veiled Branch Stalker, Cycle. Fine by me. Looking for Dreamfall, I'm assuming. Yeah, sniping in Search of Peace with the counterspell did a lot. They're gonna kill my Cash Thrasher. Sure, I'm gonna crack. Do I crack this glyph or do I save it for Blacksmith? I probably discern here, I think. Oh, they have something on my draw step. Okay, I'm gonna cast discern then. Oh, this is oh, okay, unfortunate. Tap mode on Ravel Thoughts, where they want to have more cards in hand than me. I can stop them from getting the second mode on Ravel Thoughts if I erase from existence right now. Because if I erase from existence, I go down to I go down to one card in hand. Wait, no. Isn't there Unravel in the graveyard? No, it's not. Check before. Unravel a little weird. It's a mode choosing thing. Okay, so they're gonna go down to one card in hand when they cast Unravel, so I can't. So I can I'm gonna have two cards in hand during my draw step. They're gonna unravel, probably tap draw here. Go to main. Okay, so I get to blow Sprite Dragon into Savvy Smith into Erase Your Existence, Rummage with Savvy Smith here. Gonna keep this memory here for now. Might play it later. Sprite Dragon. They do have Unravel Thoughts. Counter tap. Okay. I get to follow up with Savvy Smith. And I guess I can leave up Erase from Existence to see if it has a relevant thing to do on their turn. I could even use it to save one of my cards. I'm not doing it. If there's no card I could draw off of this that I'd want to play anyways. So yeah. Crack this. Turn over. Play island. Ship turn. Dreamfall? Nope. 5 mana. 6 mana. What is this? Hoarding Julebre, of course. That is annoying. It's very annoying. I'm going to have to stop your Feast of Whispered Knives first. Find an answer to that. Terminal impact is still at large. Let's go what I'm looking for here. Island. Okay, not what I wanted. Feast goes on top. So they don't get Feast trigger this turn. They draw Feast, but they can't play it unless they have an untapped land. Just gonna they're gonna activate that. I still have a Discern in my graveyard. Untap, upkeep, crack the glyph. Look at my top one. Waterglass Duelist. That's probably good enough. Draw Waterglass. Okay. How many times do I need to activate Waterglass? Because I'm gonna tap this Chulebre on their turn to prevent it from ever attacking again. Then I'm gonna get a bunch of 2/2s. I can trade a 2/2 for 4 damage to face. That's gonna take 5 because it's Ward 2. So I don't have mana for anything else. It's just Duelist activate. Tap up to 1 target creature. Do I want to throw away a Ragtag to deal 8 to them? Yes. Yes. Yes, I do. Play the land because I have Savvy Smith Rummage. Play Duelist. Tap Chulebre on their turn by sacking a Ragtag. Next turn I can get another Elemental off of Discern, tap that. I think I gotta get them dead. Throw away a creature for this. Keep Savvy Smith, that card's relevant. They block 2. Fine with that. Taking Fix. Okay, they're gonna come up with something. I guess I'm gonna have to sack Haste Elemental to tap down Chulebre here. Whoa. Okay, come on. Slow down, buddy. I get to scry 1, which is quite relevant here. Misty Peak goes to bottom. There's a terminal impact in my deck, so that seems to be a key part of my plan at this point. Feast, but didn't draw a card this turn. Didn't draw extra cards this turn, so it doesn't do anything. Top of the deck, Angler. 5. So that's a 2 mana Angler. Discern first, I guess? No, Angler first, obviously. 5 in graveyard, so 2 mana Angler. Does they have any graveyard synergies I need to worry about? I seriously could get milled out this game. They have Chorus with one. Just Chorus one? Oh, they have Final Fate, too. Am I going to mill out this game? Seems unlikely. But I guess I'm going to be doing a lot of scrying and drawing. I think I'm milling out is a real thing that can happen, not Final Fate. Thank you. Serpens Oblis. Interesting. Okay, now I'm going to flashback this Discern. Waterglass, Savvy Smith. Rummage. Terminal Impact. I think probably that does it. And then I draw off Discern as well. Research Grant. Can I kill them this turn? Attack with these. One block. They take 6. Go to... Okay. I can't kill them this turn. I can chuck this elemental at their angel and hit them for 6. Cloud of Consciousness is in their graveyard. Do they have any other discard that could stop me? I don't believe so. No, there's no other discard in here. Yeah, taps this down, put them to 8. Sounds like a plan. Scry 1. Look at my top card. Mountain, don't need that. Attack for 8. Oh. Okay, sorry, attack for 6. I forgot about that. They take their 6. Okay, well, Terminal Impact. I don't see a way for them to stop me from hitting them with Terminal Impact. Even if they kill all my creatures this turn, which they've been digging for that Dreamfall a while, might be the turn they finally find it. I don't think they can kill me either, not from 16. They don't have 7 burst. Right? No. It's 5 burst with Feast? No, they're just technical. They're not trying to kill me this turn. I mean, they're just dead on board, so they gotta do something. I guess Feast kills Waterglass at this point, so that gets rid of a lot of my damage. What a slobber knocker of a game. Ooh, Gate of Realms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Costs 4 to activate. They're going to feast one of my creatures. Costs 3 to activate. They're going to feast one of my creatures. Okay, yeah, that might do something if I didn't have a... I forgot about that. That's burst damage. I actually could have been... That's actually a lot of damage. 9. 9 plus 3 is 12, plus 2. 14. Wow. They were like 2 damage off killing me this turn. I think literally they couldn't kill me. They don't have any other sources of damage in their entire deck. And they can... Gate of Realms, I guess, is here for the double block. I guess 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Got 9 mana. 9 damage? 9 damage! Okay, wow. Yeah, okay, they can gain life with a Far's Judgment, but that doesn't actually stop this. Right, this doesn't actually stop this because they go to 1 and then they can't block both creatures. Oh. That was a very satisfying match of Limited, and we are 2-0. There will be 2 or 3 2-0s going into the round 3. Yeah. I can't believe I lost to not naming Elemental of Ragtag Squad. It was like relevant. Oh, game 2 they were mana screw. That happens. Their mana is not great. Uh to be quite honest. That, that's part of the tax you pay for that in limited. Well, 2-0, two more matches, and we might be walking away with this thing. Good night.